Hello and welcome to Downtime Fun. Today I am going to show you my solution to not one, but 3 caged animal puzzles in this video. The first caged animal puzzle I solved was the bird, which I really enjoyed. Then I ordered the lion and the dinosaur to add to my collection. There are quite a few variations for the bird puzzle, but the solution should be the same. Let me know in the comments below if you have other bird type caged puzzles. If that is really the case. Actually, I also ordered the Hanyama cast star, which has a similar mechanism to these caged animal puzzles, but with a different form factor. I will leave the cast star solution for another video. Anyway, let's set the animals free, shall we? Okay, so I will start with the easiest puzzle of the 3, the dinosaur. Actually, all 3 utilizes a similar principle, which is that with each cage there is one pair of bars which are further apart than the others. For the dinosaur, it is this one here, the gap on the right hand side. And this is the key first step for the solution, to identify the suitable gap to let the animal out. So to take the dinosaur out, we will hold its tail and let its right leg out of the cage first, like so. Then we'll also let its right arm to move out of the cage. With this position lined up, we'll push the head against the outer bar like so, and we'll apply a little bit of force on the head, and the head should clear the bar like so. And the dinosaur is out! Hooray! Moving on to the next puzzle, the lion, which I think is slightly more difficult than the dinosaur, but the principle is basically the same. First, identify the gap which is the widest. For this lion cage, it's the one on the left here. So with that identified, we'll let the lion's tail to be the first part to leave the cage. Then turning the whole lion, it will allow the hind legs to get out of the cage as well, until the mane is in the way. Then we'll move one of the front legs out of the cage like so. And now give the mane a little push from inside, just similar to the dinosaur's head. And the lion will also be free. Finally to the blue bird. This is trickier than I originally thought. The cage is much smaller than the other 2, so it is more restrictive, and also the bird's wings can be manipulated, which makes the puzzle more dynamic. Again, find the widest gap in the cage, and the first move is to move the tail out of the cage. So this move requires the wings to be pointing backwards, like so, and the tail will be out. Then what I like to do is to flip the bird around like so. With the wings pointing forwards, we can now move its legs out of the cage. Finally, move the wings so it is pointing upwards. And then we twist the bird sideways and the torso can now be moved out of the cage. The beak will be in the way, but with a slight jiggle, the whole bird will be free. Like so. Now to put the animals back into their own cages, as always, we'll just do everything in reverse. So this time we'll start with the bird, put the bird into the cage sideways, and wings pointing upwards, we can turn the bird so its belly is pointing upwards towards the ceiling. Then move the wings forwards and now we can move its legs into the cage as well. Finally, move the wings pointing backwards, and we should be able to turn the bird so we can move the tail into the cage as well. So 1 down, 2 to go. Next to the lion, we'll find the widest gap, which is this one on the left. Now put one of the 4 legs into it, push the mane through the gap, and now we can twist, turn the lion so the other front leg will be inside as well. Now we can spin it and the hind legs and the tail will go in no time. Lastly, the dinosaur. As you may remember, find the widest gap, put the left arm and left leg into the cage first, like so. I just like it to be upside down, but it doesn't really matter. Now push its head through the gap here, give it a little push, and it should be in. Now it's just a very easy move to move its right hand and right leg into the cage, and we are done. All 3 animals back into their respective cages. So these are my solutions for the 3 caged animals, which I think it's not very difficult or challenging. The moves are quite similar, so after solving the bird myself, the lion and the dinosaur didn't really take a long time. But I really like the design of the puzzles, which are very cute for display, and it may attract some of the younger children trying to solve puzzles, which I always like instead of playing electronic games. And just take a look at the lion's face, it's just quite funny, I find it. Anyway, that's about it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. In the meantime, take care and I will see you in the next video. Bye!